All right, so if you remember, this lesson is actually review. Way back in in Unit 1, all the way back at the beginning of the year, we learned two different ways to multiply polynomials. One way was just using straight up distribution, and one way was the area model. So we're going to review those. And the reason why we're going to do that is because in this unit, the first bunch of lessons are actually about what's called factoring, which is actually the undoing of the multiplication. So instead of having two things and multiplying them together, we're going to have one single polynomial, and our job is going to be to figure out what two polynomials multiplied together to give you that. But let's start with the way that we know, so that we can just work on this, and then we'll have something to build off of. So let's start with the distribution. We're going to start with this first example. We'll do distribution method first, and then we'll do area model so that you can see them side by side. So with the distribution method, we are just doing that, distributing. And so when I do that, let's remember our rules for multiplying monomials. So when I do 3x squared times x squared, that's going to be 3x, and when I multiply polynomials, I add the exponents. So this is going to become 3x to the fourth minus 3 times 4 is 12, and x squared times x is x to the third. Don't forget that there's an invisible 1 next to that x as an exponent. And then finally, 3 times 6 is 18. The 6 doesn't have a variable, so the x squared just comes along for the ride. All right, so that is the distribution way of doing that. We can also do the area model for this. Area model means we're going to draw a box, and we're going to put the pieces on the outsides of the box. So the 3x squared we're going to put right here. And then the x squared minus 4x plus 6 we're going to put right here. And then as you can recall, to fill in any box, we just multiply what's to the left of it and what's above it. So this is going to look real similar. 3x squared times x squared is 3x to the fourth. 3x squared times negative 4x is negative 12x to the third. Don't forget about that invisible exponent of 1. And 3x squared times 6 is 18x squared. And then to finish it off, we just take those out of the box, combine like terms if there are any. Sometimes there are. And notice that the answer is exactly the same as what we got over here. So this is just a visual way of doing the same thing. All right, so let's look at ones that have two binomials instead of a monomial times a polynomial. All right, distribution method first. So with the distribution method, what we're going to do is we're going to multiply the x times everything in the second polynomial, and then we're going to multiply the 2 times everything in the second polynomial. So this looks like this. When I take this out, I'm going to get x times 2x minus 5 plus 2 times 2x minus 5. Okay, so this x here came from right here, x times 2x minus 5, and then this 2 right here came from right here, plus 2 times 2x minus 5. And now, just do distribution on those, and then we'll combine like terms at the end. So now I have x times 2x is 2x squared, x times x is x squared, minus 5x, plus 2 times 2x is 4x, 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. And I have like terms right here. So I'm just going to combine those to finish this. 2x squared minus 1x, or just minus x, minus 10. Okay? Area model is just a visual way of doing the exact same thing. This is a 2 by 2, so I'm going to draw a box that's 2 by 2, like so. One goes on the outside, and the other one, one goes on the top and one goes on the side. Now let's fill in the inside. Again, To get this box, I multiply what's above it and what's to the left of it. So I've got 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times 2 is 4x. X times negative 5 is negative 5x. And negative 5 times 2 is negative 10. Pull everything out of the box. And combine like terms. Final answer, 2x squared minus 1x minus 10. Exactly the same thing we got on the left-hand side. Now, I'm sure you have a preference for this, and you're welcome to have your preference. On the practice, I'm going to force you to do a bunch of problems using the distribution method and a bunch of problems forcing you to use the area model. You should be proficient with both, but obviously, if I don't tell you which method to use, you can choose which method you prefer. That's it.